where are the places that you guys look to stay up to date? So I assume the 5 things that you should know today are the ones that you shared. And I think they're mostly universal, but I also think that as the industry changes and drones are what's now, but who knows what's going to be here in 5 years or 2 years, where are you guys getting your information, staying up to date and keeping yourselves abreast of the trends and the needs that you have as a producer or that others should have? Where can we stay informed?
That's the trick, isn't it? And that's a great question. There's no one answer, but the critical part is a very astute question. It's critical for all of us to have our fingers on the pulse of everybody that does what we do. And that information comes from a variety of sources. We can't do what we do in a cave. And so not only from just an educational awareness standpoint, but also from a legal liability related standpoint, we can and will be all held accountable as being the most knowledgeable source for what we do. In the event that there's litigation, some bad things that's going to happen, there will be allegations of negligence against us because we will be expected to be the most knowledgeable source about what we do. So we can either A, take it upon ourselves to learn all we can about that particular topic, or collaborate with experts to make sure that we are aware of what other people in the industry are doing, because there are several levels of accountability that we have to conform to. First are the mandatory standards, the laws, the ordinances, the things that we have to conform to, OSHA requirements, that if they say we're not in compliance, they can shut us down or there can be other significant punitive damages. But then there are also trade association standards. There's best practices. There are a variety of levels of competence that we must be aware of by coming to things exactly like this, by being members of trade associations, of unions and such. So we have to be aware of those, because in litigation, it's not enough for us to say we complied with the law. We can and will likely be held accountable to whatever the state of the art is. We have to be aware of what the state of the art is. And so, great question. There's no easy answer, but we have to subscribe to stuff. We have to go to meetings. We have to go to clinics. We have to really make sure that we're aware of everything that's going on in our business, because again, if something bad happens, let's all look at the terrible, tragic Sarah Jones calamity. There are people in prison now for that terrible disaster. And so we want to make sure that we are knowledgeable about everything that comes across our way. So again, if we can't learn that or know that on our own, we have to collaborate with people that we can lean on to be smart enough to keep us abreast of that.